Buenas y bienvenidos, soy GZ y esto es más Effects Andrómeda. En este capítulo vamos a ir al Nexus, por fin, a hacer bastantes misiones y recados, explorar y sobre todo vamos por fin a ir a EOS. ¿A qué? Pues ya lo veréis, pero el futuro del Nexus y de la humanidad está en EOS, así que no os los perdáis. Hasta ahora.
Please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me. They don't see me as the rightful successor.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the exiles, some never made it out of stasis.
Vaya.
I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
We came across alien technology on Habitat 7. It seemed to affect the weather. Your people know anything about that?
There have been reports. Failed scouting missions have mentioned advanced structures of unknown design. Whatever they are, they defy explanation. But with our resources stretched so tight, no one has had a chance to study them. And what if the answer was bad for morale? Suppose these things turn people into food. All we know is the cat are interested in them. I'd rather not stir things up.
That's all. Thanks.
Gracias por tu tiempo, muchachos. Venga. Supongo que hablar con Kandros.
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace not allocated. Please select a topic. You are Employee Ryder, Salary Code 19B, Active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Bueno, no mucho.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Venga, no me interesa.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Voy a hablar con
I
este.
think you forgot to hit confirm when you filled out the forms there.
This is a night.
Hola.
It's not right. It's not fair.
¿El qué?
What's wrong?
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Venga,
I'd be happy to.
empezamos con las opcionales.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Que sí. Candros, hola. Con el que quería hablar.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Eso es verdad.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
Ya me la ha dado.
Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization.
Que ya me la ha
That's
dado.
the console for our strike teams. Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Let's go.
Disembarking.
Equipos de asalto. Se pueden enviar equipos de asalto a misiones de apoyo para la iniciativa de Andrómeda. Si tienen éxito, ganarás puntos de experiencia y Ryder obtendrá una recompensa. Si fracasan, solo ganarán una pequeña cantidad de puntos de experiencia y no habrá recompensa especial. Apex es el mejor equipo de asalto de élite del cúmulo y se ocupa de las misiones esenciales. Selecciona una misión y pulsa espacio para enviar a la Apex. Tu progreso se guardará automáticamente antes de iniciar el multijugador. Entonces desempeñarás el papel de agente Apex en un pequeño pelotón. Juega misiones de Apex en multijugador con amigos o con matchmaking público para ganar recompensas de equipo de asalto para Ryder y jugar online. Vaya. Este icono describe la dificultad de la misión. Vale. Estas misiones están disponibles para equipos de asalto. Selecciona la misión para enviar un equipo. Vuelve al diario para descubrir nuevas misiones. Lee la descripción de cada misión, el tiempo límite de la misma, recompensa para completarla con éxito. Vale. No entiendo, ¿esto es mucha dificultad o es poca? A ver, 18 horas, 6 horas, 6 horas. Raso de misión, forajidos, toma de rehenes, espeluznante. Recompensa 5 fondos de la misión. 10 fondos de la misión, 5 fondos de la misión. Forajidos, toma de rehenes, espeluznante. Necesitamos un héroe. Y de los ojos. Los elegidos van a dejar protegidos salvo los puntos débiles. 200 esta. Esto no es para mí aún. Está bien. Bueno, not bad. Bueno, de momento vamos a salir de aquí. Hola. ¿Tengo que jugar a otra? Bueno, porque me obliga, Ah, que me salió del toditio, del todísimo del juego. Qué bubi. Cultural Chance. Andrómeda. Vale, esto ya lo hemos probado. Hay una interrogación, vamos a ella.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Hola.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Hola, amigo.
And stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash-landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Esto es... escopeta. Vale. No puedo comprar nada, de todas formas. Escopeta, francotirador. Esto me gusta. Era por ver qué tenías. Está la música altísima. Gracias. Ahora puedo escuchar mejor las cosas. Joder, estaba altísima la música. Vale. Comerciante, ¿esto qué es? Habla con los científicos, habla con Kandros. Ah, es lo del asesino. Hola, amigo.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Asesinato.
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Vale. Esto es... Según informe de situación 16C, parece que no avanzamos en ningún sector. Si no conseguimos reconocer la zona ni abastecer ni obtener datos del enemigo, empiezo a pensar que nuestros esfuerzos son vanos. Es difícil justificar los riesgos y la pérdida continuada de recursos y vidas. La moral está tan baja que hay que rebajar una vez más las expectativas. Vale, pero ¿dónde...? No, estas son las misiones de tal. Aquí, vale.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
Suena mal, la verdad.
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
sonaban mal, las cosas como son. Luego hablo contigo. Esta es la testigo. Hola, señora.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In
borregos.
retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Yeah.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Hay que ser justos, muchachos.
Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Al menos en la medida de lo posible. Vale. Hola.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Let's go.
Find out why. Be careful.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Uy, perdón.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair
Vendré a hablar
requests are
contigo,
currently
pero no
on
ahora.
hold until power coupling is complete.
Esto... aquí.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
No stand of the too small for this.
You'd be surprised. There's also turbine in the seed bank.
Nobody's making creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
Vale, ese está jodido.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Este es.
Engineering update. We are
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Sabotaje. Hola. ¿Te pasa algo? No.
What's the latest about Wiki? We're in a holding pattern.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
Restricted access to SAM node has now been...
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing...
¿Por qué se cayó? No me dio tiempo a leer todo. Operaciones, let's go. Aparta. Imágenes de seguridad.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Imágenes de seguridad.
And another scrambled file.
Joder.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Ya te digo.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Ajá.
Got it.
Vale.
Engineering update.
Control de daños.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Negative match.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on
Inaccurate match.
Acaba de ser de la puerta ese sospechoso.
Please be advised.
Inaccurate match.
No. Votaba por ti, compañero, lo siento.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
¿Qué hace ahí?
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Whatever happened back then, hurting people now makes no sense.
What do you know? I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Let's go. Vale, aquí no tengo nada que hacer, ¿no? Nah. Volvemos. Vale, misión hecha. Esta se habla con los científicos, habla con qué es, la Krogan.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Vamos a hablar con la Krogan. A ver qué nos cuenta. Los Krogan suelen caerme muy bien, la verdad.
Yes, I know. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Nothing more for now.
Vale, ya nos hemos enterado un poquito más de lo que pasa. ¿Y ahora con quién tengo que hablar? Científicos. Científicos. Los que te dan la ventaja en todo.
But the planet was top.
Hola, amigo.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome. Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Yes. Hola.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
No te preocupes. Yo busco a quien haga falta.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Claro que sí.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Ya que nosotros somos por definición una especie invasiva en Andrómeda, debemos ser cautos a la hora de dejar nuestra impronta inevitable. Perdón. Y debemos conservar todo lo que sustituyamos. El cúmulo de Helios representa un desafío inesperado. Llegamos con bancos de semillas y ADN para asegurarnos de preservar la biodiversidad en la Vía Láctea. Pero este cúmulo se encuentra devastado por la miasma, y su peculiar flora y fauna se ven amenazadas por su turbulencia. Esto también requiere de un esfuerzo de conservación. Vale. Recoja datos genéticos de todito, todo. Hola, jefe Luca.
Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
¿Quieres buscar rocas? Claro.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Ok. ¿A qué terminal? Ah, esta también. Esta. Notas de los parches. Versión, vale. Ajustando el reconocimiento de voz, vale. La interfaz áptica ya no es transparente por defecto, vale. También resuelve... ¿Qué coñazo? Vale, 16 tipos de minerales. Vale. Ahora... ¿Ahora qué? Hablar con Sam, es verdad. Por aquí. Nos tenía que contar algo confidencial. Que la interfaz de Sam supongo que está dentro de nuestra nave. Bueno, nuestra nave, nuestro arca. Aquí está. Hola.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's... me, now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Hola. Ah, ahora tengo que elegir qué soy. Vale. Adepto. Bloqueado. Ah, por 6 puntos en biótica, claro. Son especialistas en biótico capaces de neutralizar y matar a los enemigos con potentes campos de efecto de masa. Centinelas. Aportan tanto tecnología, capacidades bióticas. Explorador es un todoterreno. Creo que lo voy a hacer adepto, puramente biótico. Vale. Habilidades. Biótica. Me parece bien. Vale, ahora lo pongo. Sinceramente voy a hacerlo automático. Haz lo que quieras. Haz lo que quieras. Y ahora yo si entro aquí. Hizo lo que quiera, vale. Adepto. Let's go. O sea, eso lo puedo cambiar cuando quiera, creo. Encuentra una forma de eliminar los bloqueos de memoria, vale. ¿Es la que tengo marcada? No. Vale, misiones complicadas. No, misiones complicadas. No. Cometidos. Pero vale, sí, esto nada. Secretos de la familia Ryder.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Gracias. Pistola. Esto es muy bueno. Esta pega unas hostias buenísimas.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
A ver.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Me parece bien. Un café.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Un vitro. Ni tan mal.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research.
Viven miles de años, por eso se
your
ríe.
team finds it useful.
Y joven a lo mejor es tener 800 años para ellos.
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man. Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Okay.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
Okay. Normandía. Tengo la Normandía. Bueno, vamos a desbloquear el recuerdo.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay, something new every day. Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
Eso es verdad.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Vale, lo hizo todo de forma ilegal. Aunque tiene toda la razón.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Joder.
Not on my
Sin
watch.
filtro.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
Sí, porque esto es aumentar el lore. Pero ahora mismo estoy un poco saturado. Y me imagino que la gente que vea esto también. Extracto sonoro.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
Your father's personal logs.
Amazing how life can change in an instant. Suddenly my career doesn't matter. This incredible woman I've been married to all these years. She's facing the end. All I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me that Sam might be more than I ever imagined.
El principio de la rebelión o revelación. Vale. Bien. Aquí se supone que tengo que hacer algo. Ah, busca más mierdas de estas. Evero. No, pero aquí no tengo más. Vale. Busca pistas. Ya, eso es poco a poco. Tareas adicionales, piedras, científicos, sí.
Pathfinder, good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
¿Quién dijo eso?
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
Esa es la actitud. ¿Tu familia?
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why did you join the...
Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't...
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
Es ver. Bueno, ya hablaremos.
Have to go now.
Me interesa conocer tanto a personas random. Random persons. Alright. Venga, vamos a bajar el planeta y no sé si dejarlo aquí, ¿eh? No sé siquiera si nadie me está viendo. Nadie se pronuncia en el chat. Creo que le di mal, que no era ahí donde tenía que ir. No, ¿verdad? Ya sabía yo. Ahí, cubierta de atraque. A ver qué nos dice Cora.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks and looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
Hey.
They call her the Tempest.
La Tempest. Que va a ser... no sé... parecida a la Normandía.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Corrupción.
They
Llega a
told me he
todas
wasn't essential,
partes.
but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Me cae bien.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Cierto. Creo que voy a llevar a Liam y a esta, de equipo de combate, por lo menos de momento. Y diréis, ¿por qué no llevas a Cora? Porque Cora tiene poderes bióticos y yo también.
Everything's state of the art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
Every plan the Initiative made is out the window. Now it's on us to find the way.
We all came here ready for a challenge. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Vale. Entonces... Tengo que venir aquí abajo.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Vale. Desde aquí supongo.
Pathfinder, check this toy.
Hola.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones. Like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down and give you options.
We're on our own, for everybody else. That's what Pathfinder means now.
Yeah, well, everybody should be so lucky. This tech is aces. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Investigación. Armas. ¿Y eso qué es? Tecnología de la Vía Láctea. Obtenido madres avanzadas, potentes aumentos, vale. Esto es un fusil de asalto. Escopeta, fusil de asalto. Sí, ya sé, ya sé. Wow. Francotirador. Este mola. Tiene pinta de pegar buenas hostias. Revenant. Pistola muy buena. Buah, el Black Widow. Esta escopeta es buenísima. Qué guapo. El Black Widow me llama, la verdad. Pero obviamente 150 y tengo 10, ¿sabes? Mira, ¡buah! 400 es... ¡buah! Chua. Vale, este tengo un montón. Estos son armas cat. Vale. Otro francotirador. No me convence mucho, la verdad. Este, mira, este es bueno. Aumenta un 20% el tamaño del cargador. Cuando hay munición especial, vale. Munición está vacío, drena 5%, vale. Dispara rayos de plasma. Vale. Y esto no disponible, claramente. Y desarrollo viene siendo que, vale, con gastando recursos puedo fabricar armas. Entiendo. Como el francotirador este, es una puta mierda, sinceramente. ¿Eso qué es? Ranger de pionero. No. Esto quería ver. Vale, cadencia 724. Vale, una puta mierda. Carniflex, esta es buena. Ay, 30, 300. B. Es que sinceramente no me llama ninguno. Vale. 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 Let's go.
Hey.
Compra-venta, bla bla bla. ¿Qué es esto? Lanza granadas, parece. Bueno, sin más. Vale, let's go.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Galojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
I guess we have to be.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
We were all expecting a golden world. Now there's just a long road ahead. But hold on to that dream. It might see us through.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Que guapo. To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Calo, take us in.
Estamos aquí. Eos. Vamos a Eos.
System, Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated Eos.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of Eos.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Y esto supongo que nos dará recursos. Supongo. Vale. Pelea, aceptar. Vamos a este. Un gigante gaseoso. Gigante gaseoso, hidrógeno y metano. Esto es problema. No parece que haya nada. Uy, perdón. Vale, normalmente pues exploraríamos todos los planetas hasta ya por último dejar el objetivo, pero como estoy cansado, la verdad, vamos a ir ya. Voy a guardar la partida y mañana seguimos. Y quien no lo haya visto entero, no se preocupe, que esto va a estar en YouTube mañana.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Eos es un mundo desértico con recursos importantes, aunque su atmósfera está contaminada por la lluvia radioactiva de la miasma. Ha sido catalogado como inviable tras numerosos intentos de colonización. Alerta, detectada señal similar a los dispositivos del hábitat 7. Minerales. Comienzo mejor, primero asesinato. Vale. ¿Qué más armas tengo? Solo tengo esta y... No, quieto. A ver, 1934. O sea, cuidado también, No, voy a llevar esto, la verdad. Me gusta la pistola. Armadura. Solo tenemos esta, solo tenemos esta. Bien, tenemos la que tenemos.
Suiting up. Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What? You said a lot of people had their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
We didn't come millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting the initiative down.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
Hijo de demonios, una mierda, pero bueno.
There.
Las
Set
traducciones
us down
ya
at this
sabemos
nav
cómo van.
point.
Pero no está tan mal, Están bastante bien de momento, que por lo que yo he visto. Tiki, tiki, tiki. Y no elijo el equipo. Eso hay que hacerlo antes, quizás.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EO. Door's getting emergency power, but it's code-locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Ahora que soy biótico, mola más, ¿eh?
Got a code lock key.
That should help get us in.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Qué putada.
We suffered our first death today.
¿Qué es con deseos? Las plantas muestran un hipercrecimiento esporádico pese a estar en un entorno que es capaz de comer la pintura de una pistola de chorro de arena. Empiezo a pensar que existe un activador electromagnético. He detectado una señal de alguna clase. Alienígena, sin duda. Pero ese no es mi campo. No sé si es deliberada. Vector anotado. Fin de registro. Vector, perdón. Let's go. Bien.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
La gente no deja de hablar. Dice que EOS no es viable, que las cosas no son como esperaban. Creo que deberías volver. Sé lo que vas a decir. No me enrolé en la iniciativa para quedarme metido en la lata flotante. Y te prometo que vivirás aventuras más adelante, cuando hayamos tenido más tiempo para pensar en tu seguridad. Mamá me dijo que me asegurara de que no te metieras en líos y eso es lo que hago. Al menos piensa en ello, hazlo por mí. Y da señales de vida más a menudo. Estoy empezando a preocuparme como mamá. Ya me he comido la uña del meñique. De ti depende que las de los otros dedos siga intacta. Te quiero. ¿Hola? Siento volver a molestarte. Hace días pedí información sobre Leith Wells y todavía no sé nada. Veo que ni siquiera se ha abierto el mensaje. ¿Va todo bien? Respóndeme en cuanto puedas y dile a Leith que me mande un mensaje.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Me parece estupendo. De hecho, me parece muy bien.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking, sending us here? EOS might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Qué pena.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Another code, like we already found.
Jefe de ingeniería, Grace Leto. Nueva entrada. El especialista Kozari tiene que dejar de obsesionarse con los monolitos y con quien quiera que los construyera. Necesitamos su mente especuladora. Si algo no se come, no nos protege del viento o no nos sirve para realizar el proyecto especial Sigma, no merece la pena que le dedicamos tiempo. Su equipo está analizando las estructuras grandes y lo harán bien, pero he marcado su vehículo por si acaso. Código de seguimiento del vehículo, Grace Delta 9. Fin de registro.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Okay. Esto es donde estuve. ¿Verdad? Sí. Bueno, en teoría ya registramos todo, ¿no? Eso. ¿Seguro? Esto seguro. ¿Estás seguro que es la de la antena y bla bla bla, no? Sí. Hasta que hay electricidad aquí no podemos entrar, en teoría. Raro. Vale. Tenemos que hacer entonces. Tu padre bloquea partes de la red de memoria de Sam. Vale. Nick de persona de iniciativa, condenado por asesinato, pero no puede entrar. Vale. Escanea minerales. Creo que voy a marcar la del asesinato de momento. Ahí arriba no fui.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
Vale.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Vale, vale, vale. Escanea las torres. Vale, fui míralo yo.
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
We've got company.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Vale, pues ya está. No fue para tanto.
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use?
A ver. Vende chatarra. Vale. A ver qué puedo vender. Fua, es que está 86, cuidado. De momento no voy a vender nada. Porque todavía no sé lo que es útil, lo que no. Esto para nosotros. Controles de gran energía. Hola, Sam.
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
Here.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Viva. Como esta entrada.
If walls could talk.
Actually, with enough...
¿Por qué se calla de repente? Tendría que haber seguido escaneando, quizás. Vale. Lo tendré en cuenta para el futuro.
Holy shit, it works. Can you get audio?
Compiling now.
We can't survive another attack. The storms and radiation were already killing us. Now we've got those things.
We can't return to the Nexus with our tails between our legs. The whole station is counting on us.
Then they're counting on corpses.
Those things must be talking about the cat.
Oh no.
Wilcox thinks I'm crazy, but I know what I saw. Eyes on the mountain, watching us. We're not alone out here.
This log was recorded a day before the first Ket ambush on Site 1.
The Ket scouted them out.
Aquí había entrado.
Pathfinder. I have enough sensory data to
Munición incendiaria y...
construct an image. I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
You step outside recently. There's nothing golden about EOS.
Not saying there won't be challenges, but we can do this, Wilcox. We have to.
It's like we're listening to ghosts.
A ver. A ver, biótica. Aquí ya hemos estado. Supongo que habría que ir por ahí. Aquí ya hemos estado, pero aquí no. Usuario técnica Ana Farthingale. Han vuelto a dividir las raciones. Menú de esta noche, sopa con un par de galletitas saladas cada uno. Espero que no estemos demasiado famélicos como para apuntalar el edificio sur mañana. Pero es lo que hay. No podemos buscar comida porque el clima es mortal. No se puede cultivar con este viento y el Nexus no puede alimentar a los suyos ni a nosotros. No, mejor no pensarlo. Se está hablando de volver al Nexus, pero si nosotros no somos capaces de encontrar una respuesta, ¿quién lo hará? Nos atrevimos a intentar dejar nuestra huella aquí. Hemos sido los primeros. Theo y yo prometido aguantar. Theo y yo hemos prometido aguantar hasta el final, aunque acabaremos siendo los últimos. Se ve que aquí murió mucha gente.
Challenges, and the colonists still trying to tough it out.
They didn't know what they were in for. They weren't told.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Eso es cierto. aquí ya habíamos estado. Por favor, ¿puedes subirte? Hazme un favor. Nada, no quiere. Ahora.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Capataz jefe Adriano Fonseca. Hoy he probado los pernos nuevos de los refugios. El tiempo dirá si aguantan cuando llegue la próxima tormenta. Al menos debería ser más fácil encontrar los fragmentos. Sorty anda preparando la petición de evacuación al Nexus. Demasiados Keth, no queda agua, no hay esperanza, dice. Preferirían vender suministros y dormir en cubierta a quedarme una noche más en vela escuchando las tormentas. No me extraña. Después de que los Keth mataran a 3 de mis muchachos, yo también me planteo lo de irnos. Pero le pregunté lo mismo que me pregunto yo. ¿Por qué nos espera a los exploradores en el Nexus? ¿Qué nos espera a los exploradores en el Nexus? No nos apuntamos para llegar a un sitio como joder, qué mal estoy leyendo, lo siento. ¿Qué nos espera a los exploradores en el Nexus? ¿No nos apuntamos para llegar a un sitio como EOS? Tiene que ser así. Elemento 0.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Gracias.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Vale. Pero vamos a ver lo del arma. Amplificador biótico. Especial fabricado originalmente en laboratorio de Vía Láctea, permite al usuario envolver su puño en un campo de efecto de masa y golpear a un adversario con una fuerza descomunal. Escopeta katana. Cargador 6, Se disparará pum, 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 supongo. Este me gusta, la verdad. De momento no vamos a hacer nada.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Ya está. ¿Dónde está?
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Imagine leaving all the craziness on the Nexus to be the first settlers here. So much riding on you, and then...
This time will be different.
Right. This is our element.
Here they come! That's it.
No me dejasteis escanearlo, cabrones.
Radiation levels increasing. Radiation levels normal. Approaching Site 2. Resilience.
It was sold as the one we get right, but it didn't have time to get worn down. Got wiped out by Ket.
We'll deal with the Ket. One thing at a time.
Vale. Vale, creo que primero debemos arreglar la atmósfera.
Can't get traction. It's too steep. Switch to six-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap. Remember the Nomad's jump jets? They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters can accelerate you out of trouble.
I think we're clear.
Got them all. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
Pues esos me recuerdan a los africanos. Los árboles gigantes.
I'm picking up initiative tech nearby, from above us.
I see it. Up on that piece with the scaffolding.
It's working, but I'm just getting random symbols, glyphs.
With more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat 7, I could interface fully with the console.
And hopefully start up whatever helps the atmosphere.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
It's slippery, but there's a great view!
Who'd be...
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder. Building connection. I apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This what happened when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere processor. That proved extremely hazardous. These structures could reveal its control center. System remains unstable. Doubling our power input might accelerate the process.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait!
Hola.
Back off, or I will put you down!
Whoa! Easy. You've come this far. Just let it ride. I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through their channels. It's going to be all right.
No me...
Trust me, okay?
¿Para qué la voy a empujar?
I know. Who am I? I mean, it's obvious who you are. I saw the ship swoop in. You're a Pathfinder. Was beginning to think the initiative just made you guys up so the rest of us wouldn't lose hope, but you're for real, huh?
Maybe you want to knock me down a couple more times to make sure.
No, that's okay. You're obviously corporeal. Pretty solidly built, actually. Well, look at that.
¿Ahora me dejas arreglar el planeta?
System has stabilized. I'm establishing a connection.
Oh, crap.
I know these things from Habitat 7!
Later! Just take them out! Keep targeting that one! They make little bots!
Pica.
Not bad. My first tangle with the Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger. But that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like my name's better as PB.
Ryder, you've been studying this Remnant technology? What have you learned?
Plenty. Not nearly enough. It's old, it uses glyphs, and it's well protected.
I saw this tech clear the skies on Habitat 7. We're hoping it could do the same for EOS.
Huh. Atmosphere manipulation? Maybe. Fits the model. All Remnant tech is connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now it's pinging the others. If you wake them up too, they must lead to whatever master switch might fix the radiation.
You're sure it'll help EOS? Or am I just a handy way to get those monoliths online?
I'm a little offended by that, Ryder.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe. But we both get what we want. Just try. It's not like we can make this planet worse. Here, take my nav points. I've got to figure this interfacing out. Just be careful. This planet's all kinds of strange.
Vamos a rusearnos la misión esta, yo creo.
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
Esto es tecnología que hace.
Nexus not send a retrieval team for the bodies?
We knew some were lost, Ryder. We weren't told they were left.
Wonder how many are out there.
Too many. Lexi, update Nexus records on Trinitas Gordanis. And get a recovery shuttle out here.
Good idea. If he's got family, they deserve closure.
We'll give them more than closure. We'll finish what he started.
Portable cover of Ket design.
Didn't bother to take it with them. Didn't even finish unpacking.
Ket were on them from the start.
Override works, but... Sam, the door was sealed from the outside?
Yes, Pathfinder. It appears lockdown was manual before the power restrictions.
Why do that? It wouldn't keep anything out.
It would keep something in.
Secondary terminals, no access.
If deployment is standard, main access will be deeper in.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Reports said the evac was cut off by Ket.
Pathfinder, a maintenance bulletin was issued at the time of shutdown.
What does it say?
Run.
Inbound, Fiend!
Override, close it! Tempest, we have an unknown enemy. Evac the Pathfinder.
Whoa, hold on.
No go, Harper. We have to lay low. Ket are inbound to your location.
Ket and that thing? Son of a... Another dropship with reinforcements. Watch out!
Maldita sea, no estaba yo preparado para este combate. Bueno, vamos a... No puedo, bueno. Vamos a dejar aquí el directo porque ya son horas. Me voy a ir a dormir, mañana más, pero no mejor. Así que, hasta mañana, muchachos.